Hi, welcome to Halos Tarot. Happy existence, everyone. And we're going to do a all signs reading for the black moon that is happening over this weekend, today. And it's a special energy because we are going into our third new moon of this season. So this is considered to be a black moon. So there's a different energy that's surrounding this reading today. So we're going to get some answers and we're going to say a prayer before we start. We're going to say our prayer. I'm calling on our ancestors and I'm calling on our spirit guides, the Creator, divine angels, to come and be with us during this reading, to give us protection. I drew a card the other day. It was Archangel Michael, and that energy is definitely with us during this black moon time. So we are going to get all of those beautiful answers for you. So please, spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, lead us into these messages that are going to guide us to our divine timeline. Please bless all the listeners with amazing health, tons of money, and love for all of our days. And so it is. Alright, so for those of you who are new to my channel, I usually take the Light Seers deck, or I use the Witches deck. I've got a beautiful piece of amber here that has charged these cards, the Light Seers deck. Of course, I'm going to offer that I am not the greatest shuffler, but I am a good reader, so that is what is important. We're out on my beautiful back deck right now in the nature. I'm actually playing a gig tonight. I'm going to do a solo show of music in Barrie. So if you are a local and like to come out and see me perform, that would be great. I'm at Grillicious tonight in East Barrie from 5:30 till 8:30 tonight. It's a great little spot and great food and great people. So without getting into it, I'm going to now get into your reading. We're going to draw on 12 signs and then we're going to talk to the Oracle, my Oracle deck that I've made, and that's going to get some personal messages from each of your persons. So we're going to, of course, this is a love reading and we're going to get messages from your person that you're thinking about. And Aries, you're the first one up, okay? Let's look at some messages for Aries. Oh, the Hierophant. That's a good card. That is getting some divine messages. Your third eye could talk about, spirit, getting into your divine guidance. Something is divinely leading. I get your third eye here, Aries. You're really tapping into who you are, and your spirit guides are with you. The Hierophant suggests that, because that's something of a spiritual connection. Maybe there's something that your guides are trying to say to you right now, Aries, in the way that you conduct yourself, comport yourself, your beliefs. This is tied to some inner beliefs. So Aries, that might mean that you have some beliefs that you're going through right now. Or maybe you're readjusting your beliefs to fit with your divine timeline. Okay? We're going to get some messages. And maybe your person is getting some divine guidance. Maybe they're picking up a new divinely led path. Something that was meant to be from their fate. Could be into a business, could be into something that is the universe is bringing to you. So that the Hierophant means that something is being divinely guided to you, and that you are going to base your beliefs on this new journey that you're going on. That's great, Aries. I really think that that's great for you. Okay, Taurus. We have a card here that came out for Taurus. So we're going to see. Taurus, what's up? Ooh, Four of Swords reversed. Okay, that's good. So I kind of had that feeling for you, Taurus, that, you've been through it, and you know that Four of Swords is a healing, it's a rest, it's a recovery, and maybe you're coming out of that, or maybe with this card it signifies that you're not doing a proper healing. Something is turning that you're not resting appropriately. You haven't chosen the right path of healing. That could signify, with the Four of Swords reversed, a lesson that might not be being learned. But this card, I mean, this is all about healing and resting in the right way. Because you're repairing your heart, you're repairing yourself at this time. So maybe this card signifies that you need to possibly rethink your path of healing. And again, when we talk about securing yourself before we secure others, because Taurus, you are driven, you are the bull, you make it happen, you are the doer, the getter-doner. So this means that with the healing, you need to make yourself a priority. With that Four of Swords reversed, yourself needs to be the priority, Taurus. Okay, so heal, but do it in the right way. Okay, we have to do things in the right way. Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. That's too many cards. All right, so we're gonna get one card for Gemini, please. I just saw the Lovers. All right, saw the Lovers again. So let's get a message for Gemini, please. Spirits and angels and guides. What are you trying to say to Gemini? Gemini. Oh, there's the Devil. But I want it to come out. Spirits, please allow one card. Thank you. I know what this card is. Oh, Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, so Gemini, you've had a lot of options, and you might be confused as to what option to choose. But there is no more confusion for you, Gemini. There's no more confusion. You've made the choice. You're choosing. I believe Gemini is choosing themselves, but your person might have a lot of choices to make, the options that they've chosen, and then they're not there. There is no more choice for them. You're their choice. Okay, and maybe with you, Gemini, you are also not making those choices because you already know. You already know that your path is going up here, Gemini, and your person's path might be going a little bit down, but that's okay, because I think that with this signifying Seven of Cups reversed, there's no more options. That your person knows the only option that they need to take towards you is clear, okay? Because this means being kind of overwhelmed by choice. And maybe you were Gemini, maybe you were overwhelmed with a lot of choice, but you are divinely being led, and this card signifies that there is no other choice. So that's what that means. You've made your decision. And maybe you're going towards that one cup, because you're pointing at one cup. And maybe you thought that that was the best choice for you, but maybe it is not the best choice for you. Gemini. Okay. Cancer. Cancer. I would say that's like almost the hot spot of this soulmate cycle. I follow Steve Love Tarot, and he's great. We basically are so in tuned when it comes to readings, and I find that we get a lot of the same messages. So I like that, because I like to compare to see, like, with different tarot readers, to see, like, okay, for Gemini, is the sign going to be the same, or the card's going to be the same. But, for example. But, yeah. Cancer, one came out for you, love. Ooh, King of Swords. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that King of Swords came up upright, which is great, because usually this King of Swords comes out reversed for you, so that could mean somebody that really isn't clear about what they want to communicate. So King of Swords is a very blunt, it's a very clarifying king. Can also be a kind of a cold king. So, you know, maybe you, Cancer, maybe your person is a little bit more using their head rather than their heart, which sometimes that does work in people's advantage when, you know, we're talking about big life changes, we're talking about a plan, a divine plan. But what I really noticed, and I've never really noticed on this card before, is all the color in those flowers and the wisdom with the owl. So I think that that king is coming in with a lot of clarity, thinking with his head, but also has that beautiful bigger picture of those colorful flowers that lead to answers, and good answers, because there is that divinity with the King of Swords. So I hope I'm being clear with you, Cancer, that this king could come in, or could be you, coming in with some clarity, some hard truths. Maybe there's some hard truths that you're going to be learning from this king. And, you know, there has been a lot of beautiful happiness within this connection. But those flowers signify it. There's wisdom that is coming from this connection. So again, Cancer, I would say pay attention. You always get some feathers that come out for you. So, you know, keep on paying attention to feathers that you see. That could be your spirit guides leading you to one of the answers that's really going to bring clarity to your situation. Oh, Leo, I got your card fall on the floor, so I'm going to go pick it up, okay? Okay, what I got for Leo was the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so Leo, Seven of Pentacles is something that you started to grow with somebody, but it could be reversed right now because maybe there's still some work, there's still growth that needs to come from this. So when you're growing something, when you're building pentacles, and you know your person is vice versa, that is a real process. So, you know, you make choices, you could, you know, say things, and you think that you're going one particular way with somebody, but really there needs to be some more growth here, and that could indicate something. So with Seven of Pentacles, that's growing your finances, growing your wish fulfillment. Could be on hold right now a little bit with Leo, because you know that's life. Like we get things that hold us back a little bit. We get lessons, we get obstacles, challenges that we need to overcome. But I see with Seven of Pentacles reversed that there could be a little bit of a holdup, but that's okay because your person is growing, and it's growing. I like that it's growing upright, because then with this, if this was upright, I would say that it's going to take a little bit of a longer time. But with this Seven of Pentacles reversed, that growth is coming in a little bit faster. And, you know, maybe like, you know, you can, I like that there is definitions of these cards, but I really go with the energy that the cards give me. So Leo, that could be something that you need to work on, and just maybe getting into that growth phase rather than you know, focusing on the not haves. We need to focus on what we do have, because there is growth here. We might not be able to see it, but there's growth. Okay, Leo. Virgo. What's up, Virgo? Got your birthdays coming up soon. Happy birthday, Virgo. Woohoo! Out we go. All right, Virgo. Uh-oh. Seven of Swords reversed. I like that. Okay, so maybe there's going to be something has come out. Like there's no longer hiding in your connection with somebody. There might have been some, you know, maybe there was some deceit, that maybe there was some dishonesty with somebody. There might have been, you know, some selfish motives. But maybe I see that coming, that's turned around now. So, you know, you're going to be getting some clarity. You're going to be getting some honest truths from the person that you're thinking about, and vice versa. I think that there is going to be some clarity. There's going to be something revealed that, you know, maybe wasn't on the up and up. It was not on the up and up, but now it is. And now somebody can be honest with you. You can be honest with somebody. That's coming into the light now, Virgo. So, you know, there isn't a selfish motivation. There isn't lies here. There's no more deceit. There's no more abandonment. There's no more of that. because your person's coming correct. I like that for you, Virgo. Because there has been some deceit in your past. There has been some selfish motivations. But that's turned around now with the clarity and the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, Virgo? So that is your message, Libra. We are going to get a message for you, okay, Libra? I know you've been through it. I think you got the Seven of Swords reversed last time, Libra. Okay. Woo! Got a card on the floor. These cards are flying out. Okay, the card that came out for Libra was the Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I usually look at this card when it's upright and I see choosing a good choice. And Libra, I know that there's been some challenges for you as far as a person that you're thinking of, but that all is coming to an end. I guess, you know, a lot of times when we see these reversed, the Two of Pentacles could signify stability with somebody. So that indicates a balance in physical harmony, emotional harmony. It's something that's an earthy, very grounded, balanced feeling. But this Two of Pentacles reversed, you could be feeling a little bit imbalanced with a person that you're thinking of, or maybe vice versa. Maybe your person is feeling a little bit unbalanced with you and they need some stability. So when we look at that self-care, we care for ourselves. I like this card because it always makes me think of self-care, because we have to take care of ourselves first, Libra. And when we do that, we balance, because we when we have people come into our lives, they, you know, reason, season, all those things, they come into our lives for a reason and a season. I believe that with this card reversed, there's a reason. There's a reason. Because you're bringing balance and harmony to yourself. You're bringing, with this Two of Pentacles reversed, it's in the works. Okay? So maybe your person has a choice to make. Maybe they're choosing to balance themselves so they can give you some stability. But right now something is unbalanced in a connection. But I believe that you know, stability will come, because there is, when you take yourself and you go into self-care, that's the only thing that can happen as a result of that. But we'll get some messages, like the Oracle is going to clarify what that means in words from the person that you're thinking about. All right, Gem. All right, there, my friends. All right, where's my hot Scorpios? Sexy Scorpios, what's up with you? You've been getting some really good cards, Scorpio. Okay, so I got to take it how it lands. That Strength reversed. We got a lot of reversals today. That's okay, because you know what? Everything leads to a positive outcome. I think when we identify where we need strength, and maybe you need some strength in your connection right now. You know, everything has its ebbs and its flows. We all have our good days, our bad days. And maybe this is, you know, when we're going into this black moon, it's signifying that maybe we need some rest. Our strength isn't at our highest right now, Scorpio. And maybe you're doing too much. Maybe there's a lot on the go. You started some new things, and your strength is a little bit lacking in your motivation, because but you're the Lamb, and I think sometimes when you're passive, maybe that needs, your person could be being a little bit more passive than and you're liking to see a little bit more strength from them, some more support. Maybe they don't feel strong enough to support you. That's all I'm getting. I'm really getting that, you know, like, not really, I'm sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. Like, so the energy here is that, like, out like a lion, in with a lamb. Like, you know, so every season that changes, sometimes we need that strength. We need that really big driving force, that like, grr, like on top of it, energy to get us through things. So what I could be thinking here and seeing here is that, you know, with the lamb, you come in peaceful. The person maybe is at peace and feeling like a lamb. And maybe they're like feeling like a lost lamb. Maybe you got a lot of things on the go, and your person is wondering where they fit into all of these new plans and ventures. So Scorpio, I think that's okay. Like if everything's you know, feeling a little bit like your strength is a bit down, maybe your person's strength is a bit down, and you're feeling like a little peaceful lamb at this time, that's okay. Because we all need that period of rest. We all need that period of peacefulness and being docile. Okay? Out like a lion, in like a lamb. That lion and all of its growliness might be going out, and maybe the peaceful lamb is coming in. Okay, so Scorpio, that's what I got for your message, but of course, we'll do the clarifier with the oracle. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my darling Sagittariuses. We're going to get a card for you. Everything is turned around right now, so I'm going to get like just a quick shuffle here, because I think I know the energy that is coming in for you, Sag. Spirits and guides, please give us one card for Sagittarius, their overall energy for the Black Moon, and maybe some lessons from their person. Ooh, okay, so 5 of Pentacles. Yikes. Okay, Sag, your person or you could be feeling a little bit worried, like really worried over finances, really worried over, just worried. They're in this like, oh my, like money, finances, stability, illness, health. You're worried about it. They're worried about it. Well, why? It's perspective. You have the key. The key's sitting right there. You know, and maybe it's your perspective. I think that once you look up and you see, oh shit, there's a key there. There's the lock. It's going to lead me to these pentacles. If I just take my head out of my hands and look up. And you know, that's all perspective. This 5 of Pentacles, the worry, the fear, that's in your head, Sag. That could be in your person's head. So all this worry, it's unnecessary, because there's protection. There is divine light. Look at that light shining on that key. It's just like, look up. You have the answer. Your person has the answer. It's going to get there. But you have to stop worrying. You have to get out of your own head. Okay, so maybe Sag's person, they got to get out of their own head. They really have to just look up and see that they are the answer. We are always the answers that we seek, folks. Because when we come here with a purpose. And a lot of people there, I mean everybody, they're like, what's my purpose? But maybe that could be it could be a lot of different little things that lead into a big thing. And when we come into people's lives and we make relationships and we make these commitments, we are making choices. And that could lead us to a lot of worry, because we want to be the best. We want to have all of our wish fulfillments, but we have to first get our heads right to know that we are the answer that we seek. Okay, Sag? So that is a message for you and your person. Okay. Capricorn. Oh, sorry. No. Yeah. Capricorn. Capricorn, what's going on with you? Just one card for Capricorn, please. Current energies towards the Black Moon, and messages from their person, and what can we tell Capricorn? One card, please. One card. Just noticing, we have a lot of Pentacles and Swords. so that's good. We got a lot of Gemini and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here in the deck. But we're going to get a nice message for Capricorn. What's your card, Capricorn? What's your message? What do we got? There's some cards that are flipping up here. One card for Capricorn, please. One card for Capricorn. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. Okay, I had a lot of cards fly out there, but I'm not going to take any of those because I want a clear message. I want one card. Whoa. See, all these cards want to come out. I don't want to take them yet. So please give me a clear answer for Capricorn. One card, Spirits. One card for Capricorn that signifies. I keep on seeing for you, Capricorn, the Knight of Cups. But that hasn't come out yet. So I want just one message, please. Ooh, okay. Okay. The Tower. Sorry, Capricorn. Well, I mean, we all need the Tower once in a while in our life. Maybe your person's having a big realization. Maybe something is really changing in your life or this person's life. Blowing the nuts off of squirrels, okay? There's something about this Tower, Capricorn, for your person and for you, that brings a lot of change. Something happened that hits you like a lightning bolt, that hits that person like a lightning bolt. Maybe it's realizing that they love you. Maybe it's a huge realization that you're the one and that you're the divine counterpart. But that Tower is something that very shocking, something that occurs. It could, happen that really gets your person into a new life path. Because the Tower could indicate as well, like it's a shakeup. But it's divinely guided. This Tower needs to happen for you and your person. I think that will bring some big realizations, some big change. But you just got to keep calm and know that it is divinely guided. Sometimes when we go through change, a lot of people really struggle because nobody likes change. But sometimes change can lead us to the best things that we could have ever imagined. Okay, Capricorn, so just keep that in mind. If your person has gone through a big tower, or you're going through a big tower, something that is feels like an upheaval, and something that is so huge, life-changing. But know that it's divinely guided. And it's for a lesson. Okay? Aquarius. Oh, that was quick. Aquarius. Alright, I have to take, this is the Sun. But it didn't really come out upright. It didn't come out reverse. So it's pointing more reverse. So we're going to take that, Aquarius. The wish fulfillment that hasn't been fulfilled. Maybe you have somebody in your life that really it hasn't gotten what they wanted. That maybe you haven't gotten what you wanted, Aquarius. It could, you had a vision, and it was the happiest vision. But wish fulfillment. It's the Sun. It's the happiest, most joyous card in the deck. Maybe your person doesn't feel joyous because without you, or there's something that went down. You are that person's wish fulfillment. You are that person's Sun. You brought this person joy. And honestly, it's they know they got to do something, because if they don't do something, then they're just going to stay without their fulfillment, without their joy. And that's something, even with you, Aquarius, you might be sitting and thinking, where's my joy? Where's my Sun? Where is my wish fulfillment? We're going to get some answers from the Oracle, because I'd like to clarify, the person that you're thinking about, why this wish fulfillment is still reversed. And maybe what you and your person can do to get that flipped up again. Because I think that this did come out in another reading for Aquarius. The Sun reversed. Okay, Pisces. Six of Swords. Okay, so Pisces, you could be victory after a long battle. It's clarity. You've been through it. I'm so sorry, Pisces, but like, you've been through it. But you've got protection. You've got a beautiful shawl on. Your crows are leading you to where you need to go. This is leading you to the right answers. I feel for Pisces. It's all the right answers. So your person is on the way. Whoever you're thinking about, they're on the way. It's almost like you've got a team leading you in the right directions. So again, Pisces, I would pay attention to birds. I would pay attention to signs, maybe the color red. The color red and birds. Any of those signs, Pisces, for you, I think that will definitely give you an answer or lead you into that area where you're like, yeah, this is where I need to go. It'll be a sign. Your guides will show you that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, ma'ams and sirs, we are going to get into the oracles. Okay, so the oracle, I created it. We have a nice, beautiful piece of rose quartz to charge. And we're going to get some messages. All right, Aries, I'm going to move these cards down a little bit just so I have enough room to put my oracle cards. And we're going to start the oracle. All right, well, let's start the oracle. For Aries, I'd like one card and one card only, please, Spirit, for the Hierophant and Aries. I'd really like to know what Aries person is trying to say to them with the Hierophant. This new beginning is this. Sorry, this new attitude, this new belief, this new wish fulfillment, the third eye. They're leading you into a new path. Okay, what do we got to say? Abundance. Yeah, Aries, abundance. So maybe that person, yeah, like I said, with the Hierophant, it is it's the third eye. It's the knowing. It's the belief system. It's rising higher. It's going to the light. The wish fulfillment, the Hierophant. This is like, look at that laughter. Like, he's like, yeah, I know what time it is. I'm going towards abundance. And I like that there's that big, beautiful sun on top there. Money, love, peace, forever. The Hierophant, the beliefs. Your person believes that their abundance, they're bringing abundance to you, Aries. Because they've got a new system. They've got a new thought. They've got a new divinely led path. Okay? So for Aries, for some of you, your person, they're bringing you abundance. They're coming in. And I like that. Because when we believe in ourselves, in a plan, in divine guidance, that only leads to abundance. That is the Hierophant. So I like that, Aries. You're going to get some good stuff coming towards you from this person that you're thinking about. So, awesome. Awesome message for Aries. We've got Four Swords reversed for Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, your person is healing, but they might have been healing in the wrong way. Or they're coming out of healing. They're coming out of a rest period. And they've done the work. Is what I feel from your person, Taurus. They've done the work. And I'm getting Gemini energy from your person. We just got a card that hit my lap here. I think we got the same message. I can't be with anybody but you. Taurus, I'm gonna rewatch my I'm gonna watch my Lionsgate reading. I'm pretty sure this same message came up for you. I can't be with anybody but you. For your person, Taurus. And
maybe they can't, because they've come out of some healing. And they can't, they're not going to make any other choice other than seeing this connection through, because something was supposed to happen, but it didn't. And this person that you're thinking about, Taurus, they've had to go through a lot of healing. They might have not have done it in the correct ways in the past, but they're coming out of that. They've come out of their rest, their recuperation. They've done their work, your person, but they can't be with anybody but you at this time, okay? So that's a good thing. All right, Gemini. Your person. You're done with choices. They're choosing the best choice. Okay, what's the message? What's the message for Gemini? With the Seven of Cups reversed from their person.
I'm coming back home.
Okay. They're coming back home to you because they made that choice. Your person's made the choice, Gemini. They are coming back home. They know where they want to be. They know what they want to do. There's only one choice. There's only one option that's going to lead them to the cups, to the full cups. Okay? And 7 of them. When they think about you, Gemini, they want to come back home because they know you're the only choice for them. They know it. And they're going to make the right choice. Because there's those other options. You're going up. They're going down. If they don't choose the right thing, they don't want to be in that space anymore. There's snakes. There's spillage. There's all sorts of crap with the wrong choices, you know? So looking at that one with the ladder, they're pointing to the one with the ladder going up. Maybe coming home has made them feel like they're down. But they're coming back home. Because they see you as the only choice. Okay, Gemini? That's your message from your person. King of Swords, please, for Cancer. Please clarify King of Swords. I just saw the engagement card come out, and I swear to God, if that really flies out again, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Okay, King of Swords, please, for Cancer. Upright this time. Yay. A clear king coming in with you know, kind of a cool message, but it's still a message, and
You are beautiful. The attraction is strong.
so they know they're attracted to you. They're clear. They want to be clear about that. I think that is the clarity. They're thinking with their head, and like I said, could it be the other head? But this color, I like seeing this color because the color signifies hopes, dreams, love, abundance to me. It's a softness. But this King of Swords, he's usually a cutthroat mofo and doesn't, like to split words. So that clarity, that King of Swords, he says it like it is. Blunt. To the point. You're beautiful. The attraction is strong. So you might be getting a message from your person, Cancer, that that they're attracted to you. They can't deny that. That's something that is the clearest message coming from your King of Swords. Okay? Energies can be reversed. Leo.
All right, Leo. Let's start slow.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a waiting game, like a little bit. Like when you're growing something, you're building something, you're building pentacles, and that's reversed. You got to start slow. You can't rush in all guns blazing and be like, "Hey, here's the plan. Yeah, we're going to see change and results tomorrow." You're building an empire here with somebody. Your person wants to start slow. They want to really build with you and make sure that the seeds that you planted are going to grow something. But they want to start slow. Your person might be a little nervous. Maybe there's some trauma in the back, like that could be coming out. because everybody, like, when you have second chances, when you recreate, when you're building something with somebody, there's always fears, doubts. What's your pros and cons? So your person wants to start slow, Leo. They want to really start things slowly, and so they can build a proper foundation with you of stability, because right now they're feeling a little bit flipped upside down. Because there was a way that you were going to build, and then now you're starting a different project, and something else is going to lead you to stability, but it needs to be a slow start for your person. You can't just rush this person. Okay? Leo, that's your message. Seven of Swords reversed for Virgo. You're getting some truth. You're getting some honesty. You're getting an unselfish. Your person that you're thinking about, unselfish. That's how they're coming towards you. They want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you, bring you some clarity. Gemini energy, confessions, the right conversations, the truth. No more lies. No more cover-ups. So we need that to be clarified, please. Spirits, angels, guides, please clarify. So I saw you are my happy place, but again, I want a card to come out that is the message, okay? Okay, Virgo, let's get one message from your person. Okay, one fell on the floor. Okay, the card that came out for Virgo was Let's Celebrate. Okay, so maybe that's... I know your birthday's coming up, so Seven of Swords reversed. Person wants to celebrate with you. They want to, yeah, maybe that's... They want to celebrate. They want to, like, be with you. They want to... Maybe that's the clarity that you're getting from your person that you're thinking about. Because there's a truth coming out. They're, might have been hiding feelings for you. Maybe they hid feelings from themselves. But that's no more. There's a Gemini energy going on here with the Seven of Swords reversed, so let's celebrate. Okay, so maybe around your birthday, you'll be celebrating with somebody. And they want to. They want to celebrate with you. Maybe they're just never able to really tell you and ask you and get that message out there. Maybe there's too much confusion for this person. All right, Libra. When I think of you, I smile with love. Okay, so for Libra, like I said, you're in the process of balancing. This person might be trying to balance themselves. They do love you. They think of you and they smile with love. So that's a good thing, Libra. I mean, with the Two Pentacles reversed, they're balancing themselves because they know they love you. They want to be a good option for you. They want to be stable for you. Your person. Okay? They do want that. I think that's going to take a little bit of time because it's upside down right now. We gotta go through our own motions. We're all here on this journey. Okay? And there's nothing that we can do to get away from that journey. But we have to do the work. We have to play the balancing act, stabilize ourselves sometimes. But when they think about you, they smile with love. Because they see you, Libra. Alright, my hot Scorpio. Out with the lion, in with the lamb. What does your person want to say to you? Girl, I rushed here just to take it slow. Okay, so yeah, they're coming in like a lamb. They rushed here. They want to take it slow. They want to be peaceful. They want just to I think that this is sometimes when we go really fast and we change and things happen, our person, they might want to just slow it down a little bit. They might be feeling a little bit not so strong to go and go fast, like and to really burn it like you burn it, Scorpio. because you're hot, you're on fire, you're always going, you're doing. And maybe your person's feeling a little bit like, hey, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's get some comfort. Let's get some peace and some just chill. So maybe that's a good thing, because everybody needs a little rest period. A little cuddle with a little lamb. Who doesn't like a baby lamb? I think that's your okay. So, Sagittarius, come on. Remember we talked about this? We got 5 of Pentacles. Get in a money windfall, okay? It's coming with your person, okay? So, the 5 of Pentacles, you're worried. You're worried about finances. You're worried about all this. But come on, look up. Your person's stressing about it, but they're going to bring a money windfall, because I think that once they get it, once they see that they're the key, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring it. But there's been some illness. There might have been some setbacks, perhaps like health issues with your person that's affected this money windfall. But don't worry, like, you know, like everybody's gets so worried, you know, like, oh, am I ever going to be able to get there again? Am I ever going to be back like to my original 100%? Well, yeah, they are, but your person, Sag, needs to get out of their pity party. No offense, no, I mean, I'm sorry, like, it's not like a pity party, but it's like, what should I say? It's, yeah, maybe kind of it is. It's like, oh man, like, you know, I'm so stressed, I'm so worried, I'm so this, I'm so that, but you know what, come on, look up, there's the key. You got it. Sagittarius, maybe you got it. Maybe there's been some setbacks. There's been definitely some setbacks of money and health setbacks, but I believe that with this card coming out with the money windfall, you don't got to worry about it. Again, like I said, it's perspective. You can't see the bigger picture. And when there's growth, sometimes growth happens very slowly, and we don't see the steps that we put into place. It's like, oh, I started a job at Tim Hortons. Okay, and I'm not really seeing the benefits from it. Well, you know, maybe you got to wait 3 months to get the benefits. Your benefits will kick in. Maybe you start making a little bit extra money. Maybe you rock that job and they start giving you a raise. But you got to wait, and you got to look up, and you got to trust that you have the power and the tools to do it. And I think when there's some setbacks health-wise or financially, it can really take a toll on a person's psyche. So, you know, they got to talk themselves up and be like, no, I got this. Maybe you got to talk yourself up. I got this. You know, I would say, you know, whoever you're dealing with, I'd say for all across the board, it's going to benefit you to have patience, to start slow, to really be empathic, to pump somebody's tires. You know, kindness rules supreme. So, you know, when somebody's worried and somebody's stressed, what do we want to do? We want to make them less stressed. We want to encourage them. We want to empower them. That's what we want to do, because then they'll see that key. Then they'll get that motivation, and then they'll bring it. Okay? Well, we don't want to indulge that worry. We don't want to indulge the fear. Okay? That's message, Sagittarius. All right. I feel so ashamed of how I acted. Capricorn, it's your message. That's the Tower. Maybe you or this person that you're dealing with, they feel ashamed of how they acted. Whatever that message means. They're ashamed of how they acted. And shame is never a good thing, but that can also bring a Tower to a person. Maybe they think, you know, I wasn't acting in my best self. I, you know, acted poorly. Maybe they had some expectations, some trust things that they needed to confront, and with the Tower, that brings that down like a crashing heap, and then you got to rebuild. So maybe that person was ashamed of how they acted, and that's bringing a Tower for them. They want to comport themselves in a better fashion when they come towards you. But that realization's hit this person. Could have hit you too. Energies can be reversed. But there might have been something that happens with another person that brought in a Tower, that brought in a lot of change, that blew the nuts off of squirrels. It set things on fire. It was like, you know, maybe it set everything in this crashing motion, and that brought a lot of ashamed feelings. That's okay. They're going to come out of that with a tower. It leads to new beginnings. You know, like it leads to new realizations. So your person right now is maybe feeling ashamed of how they acted. Maybe they did something or said something to you that wasn't what they really wanted to. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe they did something or said something that wasn't how they wanted to compart themselves, and that brought a huge tower. Maybe they said, "Oh, hey, I don't want to be with you," or "You don't mean that much to me," or maybe they lied to themselves, and then now they're ashamed of that. Maybe they didn't reach out when they should have, or explain themselves correctly. So that's brought some introspection. That's the tower. Okay, the sun reversed for Aquarius. Sun reversed for Aquarius. All right. I got one message for the sun reverse. This is a long reading. Huh. Okay. I made a mistake. Forgive me. Okay, like I said, Aquarius, your person, whoever you're thinking of, they saw you as this. They saw you as this wish fulfillment, a shiny joy star, like you were the sun. I keep on saying the star, but that's maybe like a lesser version of the sun reverse, because the sun is a star. It's one of the biggest stars. So and a star is hope. So maybe this person saw you as their wish fulfillment. They made a mistake. Please forgive me. They can't find joy like they had with you. They knew that you were part of a wish fulfillment for them, and they want you really to forgive them. And I think it's in your best interest too, because this reverse as well could indicate your joy. It's their joy. There's joy missing, because their person made a mistake. But once we forgive that person, and once we have forgiveness for ourselves, for others, that brings the ultimate wish fulfillment. That brings the happiness. That brings the gratitude. Once we can forgive ourselves and others, that is why we're here. Which leads to our ultimate joy and ultimate happiness. Because we've let things go. We're not clinging to any sort of negative feelings. We're not clinging to any regret, any pain, any of the mistakes, any of the hurts that people have caused us, Aquarius. So that we really need to let it go. And maybe your person wasn't acting in your best interest in the past, but they really know they made a mistake. And people do make mistakes, but then that's up to you, Aquarius, to forgive that person. Maybe you don't forget. Maybe it's up to us. We all have free will. And maybe that's not even in a physical sense. Like maybe it's just an energetic forgiveness. Like in our minds, we're like, yep, I know you made a mistake. I can tell you took a lot of joy for me. It's taken a lot of time, and it's flipped me all upside down. Your person, it did a lot, and you might not have seen that, Aquarius, but they made a mistake, and they really want you to forgive them. I'm pretty sure I got that message for you in another reading as well too. But maybe work on forgiveness for yourselves and others. And that will lead that sun to flip upside down again, and you'll get some joy back in your life. I guarantee it, Aquarius, because everything is a polarity. We go from negative to positive, but we got to get to that neutral space where we're okay, and we don't have anything tying us to the positive, we don't have anything tying us to the negative anymore. Okay, Pisces, last one. Six of Swords. Yeah, your person's coming in. There's some healing. They're leading you to the right spot where you need to be. It's been a lot of shit. Miracles. Okay. Miracles. I like that, Pisces, for you. Yeah, it is divine guides. I said that. Maybe you got divine guides leading you. With the crows here. And, you've been through it. And like I said, look out for your feathers. Look out for your color red. Because you're being led into miracles. Right now with Six of Swords. That is clear communication from somebody coming in, the person that you're thinking about. They're part of your divine team. Maybe you've got 3 people that are part of your 6. Well, 3, 6. So that could have been in your past 6 of Swords surrounding 3 people. But now there's another 3 people moving forward. To where you're supposed to be, Pisces. I don't know if that message resonates with you, but I'm going to leave it here. Okay, so expect some miracles, Pisces. And on all of you guys. I think we've got some really good messages. The Black Moon encourages us to go in and look for the light. Okay, go inwards, look for the light. I would say that to everybody on this cycle here, because we are the answers to our own questions. And when we look at what we want in our life and where we want to go, we have to be that result. So a lot of people healing, a lot of people making choices, a lot of people getting out of their own heads and really going inwards and finding that divine light within themselves. Okay, everybody? Well, I love you all, and thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll be back again with our September read next week for the month of September with our All Signs reading. But for right now, I wish you all the best, and thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.